Hi, I'm Mark from eReplacementParts.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the toggle switch on a Porter Cable 690 router. The toggle switch is the on-off switch on your router. After repeated cycling between on and off, eventually the switch will wear out and will need to be replaced. Replacing it is easy to do, and we're going to show you how. Toggle switches, as well as many other parts, can be found on our website. Let's get started. I'll begin by removing the two screws that secure the cap to the motor. With the cap removed, now we have access to the switch. The switch is secured to this bracket. I'll go ahead and remove the screw that secures the bracket. Now I'll go ahead and break the wire connections. I'll remove the wire nuts. I want to hold on to these, we'll reuse them. And pull the wires apart. Now I'll remove the switch from the switch bracket. It's held in place with a nut. Now I can install the new switch. You'll notice that the new switch looks different from the old one. And that's because as Porter Cable has made many different changes to these routers over the years, the switches have also changed. In the case of my router, this configuration with just the two bare wires no longer exists. So what I'm going to have to do is modify this switch to work. If your router uses this style of switch, you'll just simply slide this coil spring off of the brush holder, and then on the new switch, slide it back in place, and use the wire nut connection or a crimp connection on the opposite wire. There's also a version that uses 4 wires, so just be certain when you're shopping for the switch you get the correct one. To modify my new switch to fit my router, I'll first cut the wire leads to length. Now I'll go ahead and strip back the ends on the wires. I'll strip back just about 1/4 of an inch of insulation. Now we'll install the new switch back onto the switch bracket. Secure it with the nut. Now we'll place the switch assembly back onto the router and secure it with the screw. And now I'll go ahead and make up our wire connections. Twist the wires together. I like to trim the ends even and secure it with the wire nut. And the same thing on the other connection. And I'll just tuck those wires in. Now I can reinstall the cover. I just want to make sure I have all the wires tucked in and make sure that nothing's going to get pinched, especially in this area, when I put the cover back on. And that's all it takes to replace the switch on a Porter Cable 690 series router. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give us a thumbs up and leave a comment.